Spain's most dangerous player might also be Argentina's easiest way to slow Spain down. Not by injuring him. Not by marking him out of the game. Not even by stopping every dribble. The trap is simpler than that. Force Spain to keep finding Lamine Yamal near the touchline. Send help early. Block the inside pass. Make every attack start in the same crowded corner. Because if Argentina can turn Yamal's wing into a traffic jam, Spain's biggest weapon becomes a place where their attacks go to slow down. And that creates the question this final might actually answer. Is Yamal the player who breaks Argentina, or the bait Argentina uses to trap Spain? The obvious story before this final is Messi versus Yamal. The old Barcelona genius against the new Barcelona prodigy. The world champion trying to finish one last chapter. The teenager trying to write the first page of his own. It is a perfect story for television. But tactically, it is not the most dangerous matchup. Because Yamal does not have to beat Messi. He has to beat the structure Argentina put around his side of the pitch. And Argentina do not have to erase him. They only have to make Spain keep using him in the wrong place. That is the hidden problem. Yamal is at his most dangerous when he receives with choices. He can drive outside. He can cut inside. He can play the inside pass. He can freeze a fullback and create the extra second Spain need. But if he receives too wide too early, with the touchline acting like another defender, the picture changes. Now there is only one side of the pitch to escape into. The defender can show him outside. The midfielder can block the inside lane. The second defender can arrive before the attack becomes a real chance. That is not a normal 1 versus 1 anymore. That is a cage. And Argentina are exactly the kind of team that can live with that cage. They do not need to dominate the ball for 90 minutes. They do not need to look prettier than Spain. They do not need to win every phase. They need to make Spain's cleanest attacks arrive one beat slower. That is why the Yamal side is so important. If Spain find him early, and he turns cleanly, Argentina are in trouble. One defender backs up. A second defender has to move. The center opens. Rodri and Fabian Ruiz suddenly have passing lanes. Spain's whole attack breathes. But if Argentina arrive before Yamal turns, the same pass becomes a trap. The ball goes wide. The touchline closes one exit. The fullback blocks the outside. The midfielder blocks the inside. And Spain's attack has to restart. Again. And again. And again. That is how you slow a team without looking like you are controlling the match. You do not need Spain to stop having the ball. You need Spain to have the ball in places that do not hurt you. This is the difference between stopping Yamal and using Yamal. Stopping him means winning every duel. That is dangerous, because he only needs to win once. Using him means tempting Spain to keep playing into his feet when the space around him is already dead. That is the brutal part of this matchup. Spain might think they are feeding their best weapon. Argentina might be letting them feed the trap. And the official matchup points in exactly this direction. Yamal's side against Argentina's left defensive zone is not just a highlight duel. It is where Spain's width meets Argentina's ability to compress space. The fair pushback is obvious. If you give Yamal too much attention, Spain can punish the other side. If two players jump to him, Dani Olmo can find the pocket. If the midfield slides too far, Rodri can switch the play. If the backline overprotects the wing, Spain can attack the box late. That is all true. Spain are not a one-player attack. But finals do not only punish weak teams. They punish predictable rhythms. And Spain's rhythm can become predictable if every dangerous possession has the same first idea. Find Yamal. Let him face up. Wait for him to create. That rhythm is terrifying when he has room. It becomes slower when he is receiving with his back foot near the line, a defender in front of him, and no clean inside lane. That is the moment Argentina will want. Not the tackle. Not the highlight block. Not the viral duel. The moment before all of that, when Spain have already chosen the wide pass, and Argentina's trap is already waiting. So the real thing to watch is not whether Yamal beats his man once. He probably will. The real thing to watch is what happens after his first touch. Does he receive and immediately see the inside pass? Or does he receive, pause, look up, and realize Argentina have already closed the middle? If he can find the inside lane quickly, Spain can pull Argentina apart. But if every Yamal touch needs 2 extra seconds, Argentina have done their job. Because 2 seconds is enough for the block to shift. 2 seconds is enough for Messi to rest instead of chase. 2 seconds is enough for Argentina to keep the final low event. And a low event final helps Argentina. It keeps the crowd nervous. It keeps Spain from turning possession into pressure. It makes every turnover feel heavier. It gives Messi one more chance to decide the game from one clean moment. That is the danger. Spain can have the ball. Spain can have the better structure. Spain can have the young star everyone wants to watch. And still, Argentina can quietly make the game happen in the one channel where Spain's attacks lose speed. Lab verdict. Yamal is Spain's most explosive outlet. But if Argentina turn his wing into a touchline cage, Spain's best weapon could become the place where their final slows down. So here is the question. Does Yamal break Argentina's trap? Or does Argentina use him to trap Spain? Drop your read in the comments. And if you want the final explained without the noise. One match, one hidden tactical reason, one brutal consequence. Subscribe to World Cup Chaos Lab.